Today is December the 29th. How can God be with me? Let's find out together as we study the first chapter of Joshua. So in the first chapter of Joshua, the Lord begins to speak to Joshua. Now Moses has just died, and he made Joshua the leader of Israel. Joshua grew up as a slave in Egypt. He didn't have Moses' upbringing. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house. He was always going to be a leader. Not so much Joshua. Joshua was a slave, and I imagine that he was filled with misgivings about Moses' choice of himself to lead Israel. Well, in Joshua 1:6, the Lord speaks to Joshua and says, "Be strong and courageous, for you're the one who lead these people to possess all the land that I swore to their ancestors I would give them. Be strong and very courageous. Be careful to obey all the instructions Moses gave you. Don't deviate from them, turning either to the right or to the left. Then you will be successful in everything you do. Study this book of instruction continually. Meditate on it day and night, so you'll be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then will you prosper and succeed in all you do. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Now, as we look at this passage, what the Lord says to Joshua, we see that we have here what in Hebrew is called a chiasm. The Lord lays out 5 separate concepts for Moses. First concept, second concept, third concept. Then he works his way back, second concept, and ends with the first concept. And then he gives Joshua the punchline. Now, the reason it's important to recognize that is because the two things that are important in a chiasm is the thing that happens in the middle, here the third concept, and the punchline at the very end. First concept, be strong and courageous. Now, it's so important that the Lord repeats it. Be strong and courageous in verse 6. And then in verse 7, he says again, be strong and courageous. First concept, Joshua, be strong and courageous. Second concept is what comes next. Be careful to obey all the instructions Moses gave you. Don't deviate from them. Then you will be successful in everything you do. Second concept, obey the law. Obey the instructions. Then you'll be successful. Third concept, study this book of the law. Study it continually. Meditate on it day and night. Second concept, repeat, so that you'll be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then will you prosper and succeed in all you do. Second concept, obey, so you can be successful. Obey so you can prosper. First concept, repeat, is verse 9. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. So what are the 3 concepts? Be strong and courageous. The second concept, obey God's book of instructions so you can prosper. The third concept, which is the center of everything, read his law continually. Meditate on it day and night. That's at the center of this little instruction for Joshua as he's beginning to lead Israel. Now, we mentioned when we started, the punchline at the very end is also important. What's the punchline? For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. The implication is clear here. How can we make sure that God is with us? By reading His Word, studying it every day, meditating on it day and night. Then we can be sure that God goes with us. Like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you used to listen to this devotional. Tomorrow, we'll ask the question, can I change?